So, guys, if you're thinking, is he really gonna sing the song with his horrible singing voice? You might be new to the channel, because how could I not? Get ready, everybody. Here we go! Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Ducktales, woohoo! Every day they're out there making Ducktales, woohoo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales. What? The danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some Ducktales, woohoo! Every day they're out there making Ducktales, woohoo! Tales of daring, do bad, and good Ducktales, woohoo! Not ponytails or cottontails, no Ducktales, woohoo! Hey everybody, welcome. It's the end of 2019. I'm glad you're here. We are capping this year off with some fun. You know, I always have a little fun little side thing I try to make for the end of the year, or usually try to come up with something silly we can do for the end of the year. And this time I thought we should play Ducktales Remastered. After waffling on this game for a bit, it got unfortunately delisted due to licensing issues around, like, August, I think, so I quickly snatched it into my collection. Since the NES game it's a game I remember really dearly from being a kid. Dearly but hazily, because I did not have a NES as a kid, but I had some friends who had this game, and I remember it leaving an impression. Not to mention, I also quite fond of the original Ducktales. And speaking of that, there's also a bit of a somber reason we're playing this game. I've had the idea to record a special episode of this game for a couple of years now, due to the fact that a lot of great voice actors who were on the original DuckTales reprised their role for this remaster of the 8-bit Nintendo game, and unfortunately passed away in recent years, and I thought of doing like a tribute episode to them. I have ultimately given up thus far on the plan, as I just felt I didn't know how I could do it without being really tacky about it, like how to be respectful to these voice actors' careers and their legacy, what they meant to us, without me being, you know, it becoming really awkward and perhaps offensive. But like, I was pushed by it this year when I sadly read of Russi Taylor's passing this summer, and that kind of pushed me to do this, because there are very few people left from the original cast, unfortunately, as the years have passed on. The best I can do is we're gonna go through their some of their highlights of their careers. I will call out voice actors as they come out, and we'll just try to call out their legacy, their famous roles, try to just honor them and their memories through that. And also, of course, I'll highlight the voice actors who are still among us and doing a great job in the field as we go along. So that's gonna mean, of course, that this is gonna be a bit of a herky-jerky recording, because I do want to go through some of these roles. I have spent a while taking notes on who was played by who and some of their notable roles, and I do kind of want to go through this list a little bit here. This right here. So, we will try to fit some trivia in as we play through this game. Let's go with medium. The money bin. Oh, well, that's a problem. Oh, well, that's not so bad. Oh, okay. That's a bit more bad. Oh no, the Beetle Boys are at it again! Oh, wow. 600 of them.
Cuss me, Kilts. Me money bin alarm. Quick, Duckworth, get the limo.
I shall get her in gear, sir.
Oh, that's cool. You see McDuck Manor in the background.
The pedal is to the middle.
In the, like,
Mr. McDuck.
like title screen, and then it just becomes part of this opening. Groovy.
Oh, not the Beagle Boys again. If they think they can stand between Scrooge McDuck and his 3 cubic acres of cash, they've got another thing coming.
Yeah, let's go. Let's be the coolest rich grinder in the world. Scrooge McDuck. Let's see, do I... There we go, that's where we get our pogo. Trying to figure out my controls again. Alright. I haven't actually played the NES game ever. I just know how it's played since I've watched my friends as a kid and I've watched some videos, so we're getting a little practice here. This level is not in the original 8-bit Nintendo game. It goes straight to the level select, so this money bin level was added as a tutorial thing by the wonderful people at Way Forward who made this remaster. I have been meaning to play some Shantae on the channel for ages now. It's so long ago since I did Shantae and Risky's Revenge, and I was like, I really want to play other Shantae games, but I just never have gotten around to it. Just gonna practice here with no run in this game by the looks of it.
Uncle Scrooge! Uncle Scrooge up here!
Oh no!
Huey! Are you all right, my boy?
Yeah, but you better watch out! The Beagle Boys messed with your security system!
Look at the shifty Beagle Boy here.
Yeah, we've taken over the whole place.
Yeah, me money.
Hey, don't forget about me, Uncle Scrooge!
Eh? Oh, don't worry, lad, I'll save you.
Scrooge with his priorities again. So, while jumping, hold X to perform a pogo jump. We can...
Be so proud. I caught me a duck.
Alright, let's get that tone. Oh! I thought it would just release Huey there, but...
Oh, now that's what I call a stomach ache.
You were hit on the head, you moronic marauder.
Thanks, Uncle Scrooge!
You're welcome, lad. But Huey, what are you doing here?
Well, we saw the Beagle Boys going into the money bin.
We?
Sure. Louie and Dewey are here, too. You better hurry, Uncle Scrooge. They might be in trouble.
Now we better get on this. Man, listen to this jazzy theme here. I love it. Can we... there's no way to talk to NPCs, I guess, while we're here. It's just Huey here providing us to go forward. So right off the bat, before we go forward with voice acting here, of course, how could I not call out Scrooge himself, voiced by the late, great Alan Young. An incredible career for this guy. He was 94 when they did Ducktales Remastered, coming back to his role one last time. He unfortunately would die in 2016, a couple of years after this game came out. And his legacy is impressive. I mean, he had a radio show in America. Gotcha, Beagle Boy. Back in the 40s, he did the Alan Young radio show from 44 to 49. This guy's career, amazing, Mr. Young. Incredible, and he did a bunch of stage and TV and radio throughout the decades. And maybe his notable sitcom role back in the 60s, the famous show Mr. Ed with the talking horse. Alan Young was the main character, Wilbur, who was the only guy who could hear Mr. Ed talk. And if you guys are baffled, don't worry, I'm not very familiar with that either. This is 60s primetime TV we're talking about. I've heard of the TV show, but certainly haven't watched it. A bit before my time, but... No, but that's absolutely a classic of old TV. Like, maybe not quite I Love Lucy levels, but it's a famous show. What did I just say that prompt? I forgot to check. And yeah, and then later on in the 80s, Mr. Young would come in to be Scrooge. Really, character-defining role, and it's amazing that he got to reprise his role for this game one more time. Just doing this... And, I knew! These hidden treasures. It's interesting that they've kind of kept this...
Gem like this before.
They kept this mechanic from the NES game. There's these treasures are hidden with no real indication that they're there. Just kind of have to walk over or pass by them to make them materialize. Maybe I would have... Personally, I would have liked to maybe put some environmental clues for them. I guess the fact that there just is this area is clue enough to look around for treasures. I don't know. Alright, Can I get enough airtime? How do I get up there? Ah! Look at this! Getting some practice with those pogo mechanics right off the bat. You know, use platforms. Sometimes they disappear from a single shot. You have to hurry to them. So yes, thank you to Mr. Young and rest in peace, sir. Okay. What? No, I'm doing that. Oh, okay, that's right. I had to hold forward to start batter-upping there. You can also smack the wall. That's kind of fun. It's a bit awkward, that control, I have to say, because, like, when I'm holding forward and hold down X, I tee up like that. Oh, okay, I don't have to hold down X. I can just hold down forward to start teeing up, and then I hit X, and there we go, baby. That's right, we can't do that to enemies. We have to pogo enemies, which is fine with me. Just giving it a test there.
Hey, kid, you got a sandwich or something?
Let me go, you big ol' bum!
Freaking Burger Beagle.
Big time in trouble, man.
Get away from him, you gluttonous goon.
Sorry, Scroochy. Not a chance.
So, again, not just Mr. Young, but another original voice actor for Burger Beagle here is, Oh, that's cool. That was a fun setup. Find the right order. Hey, Dewey.
Saved me, Uncle Scrooge!
Aye, I did. How you hurt, lad?
Nah, I'm fine. But I saw Louie heading up the stairs with about 1,000 Beagle Boys right behind him.
Oh, jeez.
Stay here. I'll handle this.
We'll take care of this. You gonna point the way for me, Dewey? Yes, you are. Thank you, Dewey. So yes, that was Mr. Chuck McCann as Burger Beagle. Chuck McCann voiced Duckworth, Burger, and Bouncer Beagle in the original series. He also, unfortunately, has passed away in 2018. A lot of these guys, being of this older generation, they were from 70s television, and Mr. McCann had a ton of like episode cameos in 70s television, like Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, all of these. Okay. Alright, cool. Verticality there a little bit. Little House on the Prairie, Bonanza, all of these kind of shows. Columbo, like he was in those. Now, talking a little bit more contemporary stuff that I remember from a kid. Well, I didn't watch it, but one of his big roles was the 1990s Fantastic Four cartoon, where Mr. McCann voiced The Thing. Good old Ben Grimm there. But what I did watch, in Tailspin, he was the voice of Dump Truck, who was the second-in-command of Don Carnage, that really huge guy, if anyone who remembers that show. He was a regular on that in that role. And, actually, you can hear it in Burger's voice there. It's a very similar voice that he did. He was the Amoeba Boys for a very long time in Powerpuff Girls, like all three of them. And it's really cool, this old guard of voice actors in this game. Like, already we've heard Mr. Young and Mr. McCann, and they really still sound like their role. They still got it. It's really cool to hear these originals doing their classic roles, and like it doesn't sound like they're at all. Nice health! I need that. It doesn't sound like they're at all like lost the touch over the years. So thank you again to Mr. McCann as well for your years in entertainment. Here we go. Found some more treasure. Yeah, some of these old guard, I have to admit, I don't really, I recognize their roles, but I'm definitely not familiar with them, because it's just shows that are way before my time, like, but they're still important parts of media history in these roles they've done. Ooh, that wasn't smart of me at all. Ah, it's an insta-kill. Good old classic gameplay there. Huh. Screwed up my jump real bad. Gotta be more careful in the future. We're gonna definitely get, like, stuff we're gonna have to pogo over. In fact, I don't know if I can... I don't want to waste a life, but well, let's test it. Okay, you can jump that gap with a normal jump. But I'm just pogo crazy, you know? So yeah, this is this definitely is a... Oh, cool. Invincibility. Let's go. Ow, great. Wore off right off the bat. Ah, okay, hold on.
Treasure!
Cool. I guess we would have missed that if we'd hit this other chest. Gotta think these through. Yeah, this is, I think, a fantastic game on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Console I haven't played a ton of, honestly, speaking of before my time.
Headed for your office.
Ah, jeez.
Hold on, lad. I'll have you free in a jiffy.
Not so fast, McDuck. We're running things around here now.
So that's Mr. McCann again.
I'm a roast duck.
Please be Uncle Scrooge. It's not worth it.
Oh, this looks rough.
Nonsense, my boy.
This laser trap here. All right. Play this smart.
You'll never beat us, Scrooge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just.
Hey, when I get to gold, I'm gonna buy Ma a new cow.
Aw, damn it. I wanted to hear what he was gonna buy, Ma Beagle.
Woohoo! We almost got them all.
A fat lot of good that'll do us if they make it to me vault.
And of course, the voice actress who motivated me to do this episode, who sadly passed away this year, Russi Taylor, another... Ah, jeez. That's all of me lives. Another, like, absolutely legendary voice actress. Provided the voice of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Webby, actually, who I think we will see in today's episode as well. She did all of those roles, and probably some other parts in... Ow, walk too close to that one. Other roles in this series because she's just that talented. Let's talk about Miss Taylor real quick. She was also the voice of Minnie Mouse for like the last 30 years, basically. Speaking of other roles for Disney. She is also a regular on The Simpsons. She voiced the creepy purple twins, for one. She also did Martin, who was that kind of really busybody good kid in Bart's class. I can't remember any of his lines at the moment. And she was the voice of Uther, the German exchange student. And I have to say, by the way, am I the only one who confused Uther and Martin? I always kind of think of them as just one character. Like, I forget that they're actually two different characters on The Simpsons. I guess Ms. Taylor doing the voice kind of, contributed to that perception. But I always like, oh yeah, there's two characters in that show like that. The Martin and Uther are different characters entirely. Also, another important thing, at least for me, she was Gonzo in Muppet Babies, which I think you can kind of hear when you listen to the nephews in this, and Gonzo, they sound fairly familiar. So, and also, of course, in the incredible modern Ducktales show, the 2017 show, which I'm trying not to mention too much, because I want this to be about the OG Ducktales, since we're playing this game based on it. She does a voice in that, not the nephews, but she makes a cameo in an episode that is absolutely fantastic, and it's the Christmas episode from Season 2. I recommend you guys go watch that episode if you watch nothing else from the new DuckTales. It is a really good episode, and it was that which made me go is that? And I had to look it up and oh, that is? Yes, that's her! It's Russi Taylor, and then, of course, later I, to my horror, realized that she died of cancer in 2019 in July, I believe, and that broke my heart to see that. Another one of these absolute legends, and we will miss you, Miss Taylor, and the voices you've provided for all these classic characters.
Step away from me, Fortune, you crook.
Not this time, McDuck.
Ooh, I forgot to look up who Big Time's voiced by.
Oh, you ain't getting the drop on this Beagle boy.
I hate to admit that. Okay.
Ow, ow, ow! I'm gonna get you.
Ah, what do you know? You can't,
Oh dear. Do be careful or you'll scump the floor.
Seems you can't, hogo him with that helmet on his head, but what if I do this? Ah, a bit too late. Ow! Okay.
Your safe is secure.
That's on me, I'll give you that. Oh wow, we go straight to the title screen. I got that rocked. Well, let's try one more time. Why don't we? This is a long level. It took long because I was yammering about voice actors, and I said I would do that, so you can't really blame me. But okay, yeah, I should have been able to do that one, that fight pretty easy there. That was not a big challenge.
So proud.
I forget which this Beagle Boy's name is. Oh, Baggy Beagle.
Now that's what I call a stomach.
Oh man, that's. Oh, I love the Beagle Boys. They're such fun villains. There you go. Yeah, we don't have to start a pogo. We can start a pogo from the ground to hit an enemy. We can obviously just activate a pogo in mid-air. Let's get all these treasures. Wait. Like, that's kind of what makes this game so cool, is this interesting control mechanic. Wasn't there still another gem here? Okay, fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not that completionisty. There we go. Let's get that pogo going, baby! And I had to get those ones first. Take that beagle out. Like, it's a really kind of unique gameplay mechanic using these bounces. I mean, well, unique, of course. Shovel Knight would famously use this mechanic later on. I think Shovel Knight was heavily inspired by this game right here. This classic Nintendo action, because Shovel Knight is meant to be classic Nintendo gameplay. But I think that's where that comes from, is this game specifically. Because I don't know a lot of other games where you have to... Well, there's a lot of games where you bounce, obviously, but like... this bounce intensive? I don't remember. Of course, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Because, you know, there's no standard attack, like you can't bounce on an enemy. Honestly, okay, I just realized what this does remind me. It's obviously sort of like Sonic the Hedgehog, where you have the, you have to spin up to hit the enemy. Get that spin. Like, that kind of reminds this, but not entirely. And I think Sonic Advance, for the Game Boy Advance, when you play as Amy Rose, it kind of plays like this, because she doesn't have an auto hit when she jumps, so... Oh no, I missed on this treasure, I think? Screwed this up. I Scrooged this up because I wasn't supposed to hit this barrel yet. Ah, well. Ah! Well, don't worry, I think there was the one health we can get still. By the way, nice there. This moment teaches you that you can hit objects that are like one block above you. Oh, there we go. Let's boogie on out of here. And here's Bouncer Beagle. Now I'm.
You'll never beat us, Scrooge.
Oh, jeez, look at this. I see now because I'm like, I gotta hurry through this level, so now I'm making dumb mistakes.
When I get the gold, I'm gonna buy Ma a new hat.
A new hat? Okay, well, we learned what Bouncer was gonna buy. That's a lovely idea, a new hat.
What are you waiting for, McDuck?
Aha! Oh, you don't need to actually pogo on these buttons. Okay, I'm playing a little sloppy here. Again, I'm not used to this kind of gameplay, honestly. Well, I have played Shovel Knight, but that's been a while. So I will endeavor to be better at it. Was this where the cake was? Yes, thank you. Full heal. Okay, which means we're ready for a big time here. Duckworth, I love that he just kind of struts in here. Alright. Oh, it hits you when it's on the ground. Fine.
You be careful or you'll scuff the floor.
There we go. We gotta pogo him once his hat's off.
Your safe is securely suspended.
Alright, there we go. Eat that big time. So this is, I recognize this song from the original game. It's the classic boss theme. It's, Jake Kaufman, known as Vert, is the man doing the remaster of the soundtrack here. incredibly good voice guy. Incredibly good musician. Damn!
Everything is ready, sir.
Well, we got one more boogie we can do with big time, so let's go. Ah, man.
Oh dear. Do be careful or you'll scuff the floor.
Don't worry, Duckworth. Ah, man, okay. Okay, I think waiting in the corner is a bad idea, so we'll just wait here and see which one he does. There we go. Okay, that felt a lot smarter. I got more room to avoid the attacks. Oh, wow. Okay, that came really fast.
Safe is securely suspended, sir.
On Yowzers! That clocked me. Okay, well, you know what? I don't want to make you guys watch that level again, so we're gonna get right back to big time in off screen. So just hold on to your horses, guys. I got this. I can beat this no good ruffian. Don't you worry about it. Catch you in a second. Okay, guys, one more time. Third time's the charm. Let's see what big time's got shaking this time. Okay,
Oh dear.
have that and then booyah. Well, but it's a good opening boss, honestly. It's teaches you that bosses aren't gonna be as simple as you just pogo them. Like there are like patterns of stuff to deal with, and like. But it is a little tricky if you're not used to old school video gaming. Like they've kept this pretty authentic to an NES game.
There you are, sir.
Of course, this is again, like I mentioned, this level is not in the original game. There we go.
Curse you, McDuck! This ain't the last you'll see of me!
Yeah, like 100 more episodes to go. This guy.
Beagles, I say. Now, why in the world was he interested in this old painting? Surely there are more valuable...
Ooh.
Well, pluck me pin feathers. It looks like some kind of secret code. Boys!
What did you find, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, what is it?
I'm not sure, but I know how to find it out. I'll feed it into my supercomputer and use Gyro's new crypto-analysis program.
Oh, this is so
Then we'll know
cool.
what the Beagle Boys were after. Stand back, lads.
This is so authentic to like the show. It's like this feels like the good old 80s show, the original one. It's so nice.
Brigadoon!
What is it, Uncle Scrooge?
It's a treasure map, lads. And no ordinary treasure by the look of things.
Only Uncle Scrooge would call any kind of treasure ordinary. Look, one of the treasures is in the middle of the Amazon. And there's another one in Transylvania. And one buried 10 miles underground. Hey, wait a minute. Something's screwy. This last treasure can't be right. Yeah, there's no mountain on Earth that's that high. Well, according to the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook, to get there we'd have to take about 537 million steps straight up till we reach the moon.
Ooh.
You mean the moon?
It looks that way, lads. Well, what are we waiting for? That treasure's
I think
not
they
going to
missed one
discover
level
itself.
there. Am I imagining? Am I just imagining? They just only mentioned... Did they mention the Himalayas? I think they only mentioned 4 places. Or maybe I'm nuts. I don't know. But okay, so here we go. This is the... yeah, there's a back option here. Let's try that real quick. Right, so this is new to the remaster. The original just has that supercomputer where you pick your levels. But here, we have a little stage where we can run around. And oh yeah, here we go, baby. You know what Scrooge loves. I'm making it rain! Oh, that's fun. There's an achievement for just diving in the money bin. I don't think this serves any purpose. But damn if it isn't charming. Just like exactly in tune with the spirit of the show. Like, you know, they put a lot of effort into this damn money bin, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the money bin money amount rises up throughout the game. Oops. As you collect money. Maybe? I might be wrong about that, but... What happens if we go here? Is this just the... Right, this goes just to these... Cool. To buy stuff about characters. Cool. all these characters which we haven't met yet, honestly. But... oh man, look at the price tag on Magicka there. Wonder why it's that pricey. Well, let's get Launchpad now. He's love this guy. Oh, cool! It's his character art, all his little models from the game. That's nice. Oh, and there's also the original one from the original game. This little 8-bit Nintendo Launchpad there. Oh, that's probably why Magicka costs so much. She probably has the most sprite work. So, like, she has the most content to show you there. There's some good stuff. You can unlock TV show art. Imagine that. Isn't that neat? Pictures from the original show. Very cool. What if I want to go back to the menu? Exit game. Does that go back to the menu? Let's not do that yet. I'm not sure if that goes back to the menu, because I do want to keep playing, obviously, so we'll save that for a moment. Now, here's what I want to do today, because this is just like a little... we're having fun at the end of the year, just having a good time playing video games. I don't want to play the entire game. We're going to do two levels, and then we'll wrap it up for 2019, just as a little highlight. But first we're going to do Transylvania, and then we're going to do the moon. Guys who know the original game and know, like, Ducktales video game, or Ducktales in general, might be like, just do the moon! Why aren't you doing the moon right away? And, I'll get to that. Obviously, I have to do the moon because of the soundtrack. I'll get to that for those who don't know anything about the... perhaps haven't heard about the NES Ducktales game, why the moon is so important. I will do that, but first we have to do Transylvania. With my voice actor highlight thing, Transylvania is far more important for us to cover, so I have to do Transylvania on this episode. So let's go flying to spooky Transylvania!
Transylvania, and we're no coming back without the coin of the Lost Realm.
The coin of the Lost Realm! Oh boy. Hey, there's my man! Launchpad, and Webby got in too. Awesome. That's nice, we get level-specific characters on the loading screen. Wonderful.
Kids, Draculesti Manor, home of the legendary Drake von Vladstone, heir to the coin of the Lost Realm.
Ooh.
Boy, it's kind of creepy out here, isn't it?
I don't think these backstories were this elaborate in the original game.
We're not gonna break into this guy's house, are we?
Of course not, Louis. This castle has been abandoned for centuries.
Hey, look at this. The Junior Woodchuck guidebook says Drake von Gladstone was best known by his nickname, Count Dracula Duck. Is there really a monster in there, Uncle Scrooge?
So that's, again, Russie Taylor
Silly Webby.
doing a different voice for Webby there.
Dracula. Right. He is right, isn't he, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course he is, Louis. Vampires, banshees, and mischievous spirits are just a lot of superstitious hocus-pocus.
Right on. Okay.
But you better stick close to me, just in case.
Yeah, there's no such thing as the supernatural in this series with ancient treasures and other nonsense. That's cool. Look at the little jangle animation on the drawbridge as we hit it. Cool.
Now you boys stay put and keep an eye on wee Webbigale. I'll be back with the treasure in no time.
Aw, nuts. We want to come with you, Uncle Scrooge.
Don't worry. I'll be back with the coin before you can say E pluribus unum.
E purple bus who'em? Yeah, I'm not sure that's as fast as you think it is. Besides, why should we have to stay here just because Webby's a big chicken? Yeah.
Aw,
we're
jeez.
not afraid of whatever's hiding out there, are we? You boys are so mean. I'll show you who's not afraid of the dark. Wait, Webby!
Oh no! Don't... Oh no.
Oh no!
Huey, Dewey, Louie.
Will they be all right, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course. Everything will be fine, my darling. Wait here and I'll be back with the lads lickety-split.
Alright, let's do this. Now, only 2 STARS members remain. myself and Webby. Oh, a little map. Oh, very kind. Seems there's little dots, probably. Those probably indicate where we're supposed to go on the map. Ooh, this is a jamming track. The soundtrack is fantastic in the original game, but I think Transylvania is my least favorite. Or maybe African Mines isn't kind of up. But it's great songs otherwise. I'm very fond of the Amazons theme. That But we're not gonna hear that today. Just go listen to the Amazon soundtrack as well, the Amazon level. It's a really fun ditty. It really makes you feel like you're having a groovy adventure in the Amazon. Oh, that's... Oh, no, that's bad. Okay, they don't... They're not dead skis. Oh, man. Skeleton was hard to hit. Let that Skeleduck go. We gotta boogie on over. There ya, gotcha! Alright. Deal with that guy before it becomes a problem. Okay. Nothing to do with this mirror, except stare at it. Spooky. I think this is now... I think they basically kept their levels the way they were in the original. I don't... Like I said, I don't remember super well, having just watched these being played ages ago. Oh, we can't get through that little gap there. Yeah, I feel like this is based on the original, because in a modern game, I don't think you'd put a weird gap like that there. Alright. Well, we'll just let that Skeleduck be there for now. Ooh, something's right nearby. Well, let's go check it out. Ah, health. Thank you. Ooh, that's a cool paintings in the background. Now you're captured again!
Help!
Oh my god! A spooky ghost. What can my cane stick do against a ectoplasmic fiend? Like, no, it's actually working pretty well. Oh, that's an awfully gruff ghost. Oh, okay, cool. We phase through them when they have infinity frames. Good to know.
I'm out of here.
That was just a beagle boy.
Hey, that wasn't a ghost at all. It was a beagle boy in disguise.
Trying to beat me to my treasure, no doubt. But it'll take more than just an old bed sheet and flour dust to frighten off Scrooge McDuck.
Look, Uncle Scrooge, that beagle boy dropped something. It's an old piece of paper.
Twist me, tartan. It's an ancient rune.
Ah.
You mean like a magic spell?
Aye, lad. At least part of one.
Gee, I wonder who tore it into pieces.
I guess that's what we'll be
worry about that
collecting in
later.
this level then.
Right now, I want you to head to the front door and wait for me. I'll be back once I've found the treasure. Off you go, lad.
Alright, stay safe there, Huey. Ooh, just a nice little treasure cache. Ooh, get all the treasures. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, an actual ghost. I don't think you can hurt those, if I remember correctly. I think we have to actually avoid those, unlike that charming beagle boy in disguise. This is kind of rough in that tight corner there. Can I actually take this guy? There we go. Oh, that's a funny animation. Oh, they're stuck to their ball and chain. That's kind of fun. Ooh, that would have helped me, but nope. Alright, we gotta head down to save one more of the boys, and then we have to head upwards to save the final one. I think. There we go. Man, these tight corridors are a little tricky to catch these mummies. I don't know who these guys are, because there's just naked ducks underneath. So, one voice we might not be hearing today, I'm not sure. We saw him there, we saw Launchpad, but I'm not sure if he shows up in the levels we'll be doing today. Oh, hello? Super treasure. Nice! Power up to our health, that's right. I think these are hidden in all of these levels. Good stuff. Damn, looks like I came the wrong way after all, because should have backtracked a little bit to get that one at the bottom. Oh well. Oh, I see what we gotta do. Okay, never mind. It's that rock over there we gotta use. Oh, that's a big mirror.
What's this? Part of the spell matches the inscriptions on this mirror. Oh,
Okay.
If only I had all the pieces to this puzzle.
Alright, we'll be coming back here once we have all the inscriptions, I guess. Oh, geez, the enemy respawned. Okay. Huh. I did not remember this mechanic. Alright. So we are on the same level as that blip on the map, so... Ow, right. Okay, cool, right. This is Donkey Kong now. That's fine. I can handle this. I think. I don't think I can handle this. Whoa. Oh, that was pure Donkey Kong right there. So yeah, Launchpad is actually voiced by an original guy who is still among us, thankfully, is Terry McGovern, a very, very storied character. He is. Mr. McGovern actually started out as I think a friend of George Lucas, because he was in all of Lucas's early projects. THX 1138, American Graffiti, and Star Wars. He did stuff in all of those. He, interestingly, according to George Lucas, he is the one that came up with the word Wookiee. During THX filming, he just made this nonsense word Wookiee, and they later applied it to Chewbacca. Kind of curious. So that Star Wars legacy has continued, because you look at his roles, and he has been in piles and piles of Star Wars games, throughout the aughts and stuff. I think he has a bit part in almost every Star Wars game. And a voice that I'm rather familiar with, that I really liked, he was in Telltale Sam & Max. He is Santa Claus, one of the funniest characters in the series, so I'm very glad to have him in this game reprising his role as Launchpad. Oh no, another one of these spooky ghosts, and now there's an actual ghost. I see, making it just a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I'm not gonna try hitting this ghost. I honestly don't think you can hurt those.
Yeah, well, I guess you found me out. Oh well, you guys got any lunch?
No.
Okay, okay. You don't gotta be all touchy about it. See ya.
That guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. He was starting to look at me like I was lunch.
Well, next time he'll think twice before scrapping with Scrooge McDuck.
Speaking of scraps, he dropped this Uncle Scrooge.
Ah, it looks like another piece of that torn-up sorcery.
There we go.
Say what?
A magic spell, and it's nearly complete. Just one piece left to find. If only I knew where to start looking.
Well, that bungle boy did say this house has an illusion wall. Do you think he meant...
Of course, a secret passage. Oh, no wonder I've been having so much trouble finding anything around here. Good lad. Now, off you go. I need you to wait at the entrance with the others.
Ah, geez, I'm gonna have trouble finding this secret entrance to this last place. I'm gonna try see where we get. I'm gonna assume there's a teleporter here. Nope, another minecart. That'll do as well. This is a jamming soundtrack. I do like this song here. It's not like a killer song, but I enjoy it a lot. It's good. So I'm thinking I see where we end up. Hopefully we'll be close to the entrance. I'll try heading down on that fork and get to Louis. Save our final nephew. Oh geez, that was a little tight. There we go. Oh man. Some of these jumps are scaring me, like if I'm gonna reach. Damn it, there's health there. I will try to survive this final ride. It's like Undertaker-ish last ride that we're going on here. Interesting, there's a down and up path, and we got the down path this time. Because I flubbed my jump. Whoa! Now, where do we end up? At the end over here. Oh! Oh, Mrs. Beakley! Really? Oh, that's right, because she appears in levels and gives health.
Why are you here, Mrs. Beakley?
I'm just making sure you stick to your diet, Mr. McDuck.
You're
Wow, healthy.
worth your weight in gold, Mrs. Beakley. If you'll pardon the expression.
Huh. Of course. But I'll find my own way out, thank you very much.
I forgot about this mechanic, but it is totally in the original game. Is Mrs. Beakley helping us out with health items? That's right. What a fun little mechanic. So that's cool, we got to see Mrs. Beakley in this game as well. I wasn't sure if we'd bump into her. So here we get to a case where, unfortunately, because it's an old series, so the cast has aged, the original voice actress has sadly passed away before this game came out. So Mrs. Beakley originally was voiced by... I'm not gonna bother with these, those are annoying. Was voiced by, let me just read my notes here, by Joan Gerber, who sadly died in 2011, a couple of years before this game came out. Now here's a case where I really don't recognize this voice actress, unfortunately, because she really is before my time. She did a ton of work in the 60s and 70s. But she mainly did like bit parts, like episode specific characters, but let's not shirk her role anyway. She was in a ton of Looney Tunes and also a ton of Scooby-Doo when you just look at all of her roles. Like, no joke with her resume. Like, certainly I don't want to downplay that at all. Sadly, I really don't recognize her. Ah, that's annoying! Don't recognize her work. It's all that well. I wish I did better, but I don't. Yes, so in this game, they got Wendy Lee to voice Mrs. Beakley instead, and when I read her resume, like, I've heard her name, I know she's kind of a big deal in anime dubbing, but I wasn't ready for this list of roles. Let's run through these real quick alike. So, I think most famously, she is the English voice of Faye on Cowboy Bebop. That's a big deal. And another real big role, I don't watch it myself, but I know how important it is in anime. She is the Haruhi Suzumiya in the English dub of the series of that name. And a connection to our channel here, she, in Tales of Vesperia that we're playing right now, Ms. Lee voices Nan. So that's kind of fun. So I can see, by the way, these roles are very, very different from Mrs. Beakley. I appreciate Ms. Lee's, like her scope of her role here, like her variety that she can do in voices. And let's get to just a couple of my personal favorites. She was Kiva in Megas XLR. I saw that was like, hell yeah! And of course, she was Christina McKenzie in Gundam 80, War in the Pocket. My favorite Gundam protagonist. I was like, oh wow! I should have been paying more attention to Wendy Lee over the ages, because I didn't realize she was like this hype in her voice roles. Like honestly, that's some good stuff with those roles she's doing. I see what we gotta do. We gotta hit this ball and chain while he's away. There we go. That's how we fight these mummies alive. Like, yeah, like, she's a ton of cool roles that I think are super cool, and I haven't even really paid attention to her, so I gotta keep the name Wendy Lee in mind in the future. Oh! Really? Okay. There we go. Oh, have we come through? Yeah, we have come through here. That's right, we're backtracking now, so let's go the other way, actually. Trying to find my way through this level. Yeah, I got the, oh gosh, what is it? I got the, Bandai made a new Master Grade model of the, Gundam NT1 Alex, which, Chris pilots in Gundam 80. It's like I think it's my favorite Gundam, out of just the Gundams. It's really cool, and I love this figure. I got that model. I built it in the summer, and it's rad. I love how like chunky it is. If that's the right way to put it. Like, it's a really, really stocky character. I dig it a whole lot for that figure. Okay, we really have to backtrack here now. All right, we got this. Except, wow, this guy. Couldn't. That was really tight. I'm not sure if we're supposed to go back this way, because these guys aren't walking past there. I'm gonna have a damage boost, but I think I kind of screwed up coming back this way. Oh, there we go. So I, just out of, apropos of nothing, hey, it's the end of the year video, I can talk about whatever nonsense I want to. If you guys want a good mobile suit like model, the new NT1 Alex is fantastic. If I ever see Ms. Lee at a convention or something, I do believe I'm going to have to get my NT1 Alex model signed by her. I don't know. I don't know if Miss Lee remembers doing that voice anymore, but I sure appreciate her for being in Gundam 80. So it's about the only memorabilia I can think of, but it's near and dear to me. It's right front and center in my collection of miniatures, the Alex. It's so cool. Ah, look at this level design. Really neat. Like different parts of the castle, you know. Now we're in the dungeon. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, I can't resist this treasure. Aha. Who knows what fun stuff we could still buy. Hopefully this will wrap to the left now. Yes, it will. Really? No treasure in this nook? Okay. Oh, this is a problem. How am I gonna... Can I... Oh, we can pogo on this... spikes. Never mind then. I thought that wouldn't be doable. Alright. Ah, gotta keep my finger on that. Keep my finger on the pogo button while we're down here because... Oh, there we go! This is so... This is really famous. I don't know how... Like, people who are watching, like, how well do you know... do you guys know the NES Ducktales game? Because this is like, to me, this is an absolute classic video game.
Uncle Scrooge, get me down from here.
Oh no, another spooky ghost!
How dare you?
And now there's two actual spooky ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna play this carefully now. I'm glad I had this extra health. Because, jeez, okay. Actually, really hard to navigate those two ghosts there. No, see, you can't pogo the actual ghosts.
oh no, you don't.
Gonna have to.
How dare you?
Jeez, I'm having real trouble here. There we go. Let's not do the giant pogo jumps. They're just throwing me off. Well, that was easy once I stopped that nonsense.
Not so tough without your army helmet, eh?
Wait till the gang in Sing Sing finds out you were knocked flat by an old guy in his cane.
Come on, Louis.
Thank you, lad.
Yeah.
Well, you better be careful where you go poking around, McDuck, or you's gonna have much bigger problems than me. So long.
Now, what do you suppose he meant by that? Ah, it doesn't matter. Quick, lad, see if there's a scrap of paper lying about.
You mean like this one, Uncle Scrooge?
Right, that's the one.
Exactly. This is the last piece of the riddle.
But what to do?
That's what I'm about to find out. Quick, lad, go meet Webby and the others at the entrance. And all of you, stay put.
Well, we know where that mirror is, kind of. I wonder if it's marked on the... It is marked on the map. Good. So we just gotta backtrack one more time. Then we'll be able to proceed. Man, I'm actually really happy with how this went in the end. Oh, I probably missed a big treasure up there. That's unfortunate. The thing is, I remember that Transylvania level is very labyrinthine in the original game, so I was a little worried doing this level that I would, if I could find my way around. There we go. You eat that, and yeah, this way we go. Ooh. Ooh, I know what I'm doing. Don't you worry. Don't you worry a thing, folks. There we go. So that's how you take care of that guy. I was I should have been paying more attention, like, when we first encountered him. See, now I'm getting, again, impatient. I'm sorry. I'll try to be a more patient boy. Tight boy, as some people say. There we go. Just gonna walk right this way. Walk this way! So yeah, you can't hit the ball while... Oh man, that was tight. You can't hit the ball while he's standing on it. But I can do this. And yeah. Oh, we're one level below. Never mind. That's where we got the extra heart. Right on. Oh, I almost screwed that up. Sometimes you need to do this to get, to hit the ground to get some extra air when you've got these tall enemies. It's way harder to jump on top of them. Now then!
Luck of the ducks! I solved the riddle!
What riddle, Uncle Scrooge?
Boys, I thought I told you to stay with Webby.
Now here you are.
Stay with me, Uncle Scrooge. I'm right here.
No, jeez.
Oh, what a pretty mirror.
Aye, lass. And if I'm right, using this spell will reveal the foul perpetrator behind all these shenanigans.
Ah. Now, who is behind all of this haunted mischief?
Magica dispel.
Of
I
course!
should have known you'd be behind this.
Oh, Scroogey, my old friend, you wouldn't believe how much fun it is watching you run around making a fool of yourself.
What?
Oh, you really don't think you need ancient sorcery to find coin of lost realm, do you? No, I had Beetle Boys hide paper scraps to throw you off trail.
And now you're admitting to it.
Sneaky, conniving.
Please, save compliments for garden party.
What garden party?
The one I will throw in celebration when I get home with lost coin. So long, fools!
Gee, she isn't very nice. You said it, Webby.
All right, you kids stay here. I'm going to track down that witch and give her a piece of my mind.
Let's do this! So, that right there, Magica Dispel, that was the reason I had to play Transylvania today. This is the big one, guys, in terms of voice actors in this game. Magica is voiced by the late, the great June Foray. Amazing. I don't have enough hyperbole I can throw her way, because... First of all, she had 1 year more on Alan Young when she came back for Ducktales. She was 95 years old when they did her lines for this game. 95, can you believe that? And she's still so good at Magica. Like, what a hero of the industry. That's around the same time that she got her first, not Grammy, are they Emmys? Are the TV awards that in America? American viewers tell me, is it Emmys is the one that you get for TV? Like, for 70 years of service, like... She like didn't stop until like 2014, I think. When I think in 2015 she sadly got into a car accident, and that led to her untimely passing away in 2017, when she was just a couple of months shy of turning 100 years old. I'm not even kidding. It is such a shame. That was when I read that June Foray died, my heart broke so bad. That was when I was originally like, ooh, I should probably play this game, but I didn't have the guts at the time. But now I'm trying to do it. So let's talk about her legacy here, Miss Foray. She was the last of the golden age of Looney Tunes voice actors alive. Like, that's how far she goes back in time. She was the voice of Granny. Not the original. There was, I forget her name, but there was an original voice for Granny in the 40s. But in 1955, she took over Granny and voiced Granny in, I think, just about every appearance of her until, yeah, like 2014, 2015, where now they have a new voice for Granny, obviously. Imagine that, just keeping that going for all those years. Oh my goodness. Also, like, she was in Cinderella, as in Disney Cinderella. She was the cat Lucifer. Wow, an original Cinderella voice actor in this game? Incredible. And, what's important to me, she was Rocky the Flying Squirrel. And I mean, she was Rocky in the original Rocky and Bullwinkle show. She was also Natasha, she did both of those roles. And she was Rocky the Flying Squirrel throughout all the years. That live-action movie, she was still Rocky in that. Her last role credited on IMDb, which I believe was 2014, it's a Rocky and Bullwinkle short, where she reprised her role of Rocky. Her last role was doing this voice that she did like 60 years ago. It's incredible that she had such a career, voicing all these classic characters for so long. Again, of course, she was Magica De Spell in Ducktales and reprised it for this game right here. Amazing. We will all miss you, Miss Foray. You did a enormous service in your career in Looney Tunes, Rocky and Bullwinkle, other entertainment. It's irreplaceable. That's all I can say. Well, now that I'm done with that, this part is definitely in the original NES game. I remember this corridor with these ghosts floating in. Oh, jeez. See if there's any health in any of these. Try to avoid these ghosties. This reminds me a lot, not of Capcom, but of Konami. The freaking Medusa head corridors. That's kind of what brings to mind this tight corridor avoiding these ghosts. I think Capcom may have been aping Konami a little bit back then. There we go. Oh, wasted right away by this ghost. No respect, no respect. Well, we got one life still, so if we screw this up.
Scrooge, why must you always meddle? That coin is mine.
All right, let's go, Magica. What fun we get to fight Magica in this. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! She did not have this in the original game. I think she just turned into a vulture and... Oh my god! I'm pretty sure she just turned into a vulture in the original game and like... What is this now?
How did you know?
Oh, she hides in the... Ah. Oh, we gotta hit the... There we go. Boom! Eat it, Magica. Yeah, she did not do that. Okay, this is what she did in the original game. She turned into a vulture. I remember that. And then she like threw lightning at us. I think. Oh wow! Oh right, that's exactly what she does in after she does her vulture pattern in the original game. Is she throws those lightning bolts? Except they're way slower in the NES. Damn! Whoa! This is intense. They really made it a little bit more brutal than the original game. Fair enough. Damn, I tried to get that treasure. I was a greedy boy. Okay, full health. Let's go, Magica. I got the patterns down now. Hey, cool. That was plus minus 0. Okay, so we can get health from those chests. Good to know if we ever get the chance. But we shouldn't get greedy for those health. We gotta avoid these laser beams or pillars of fire. Oh! You laugh it up, Magica. Well, you're right there in the mirror, Magica. It's not that tricky. Oh, oh, missed that Mr. Dive Bomb. Ah, I see. Okay. She just immediately does that afterwards. Good to know. Ah! Maybe I shouldn't pogo on those now that I think about it. Let's try that, why don't we? Damn, okay. Yeah, but there's no need to pogo on the final one, by the looks of it. Ow! I got rocked by those, and now she's just laughing it up. This is actually a really challenging boss. I'm pretty impressed. Now she's gonna... Ooh, that is really tight, the window on that lightning bolt she throws. Oh man, that's a Gucci. 3 tiers. Oh my god, I should have jumped at the end. Okay, well I got lucky. Oh, I'm getting cooked. Eat it! Damn! She got me at the end. That mirror pattern's tricky. So, what happens now? Alright, we're back here. Well, I wish I could have said I'd beaten Magica on the camera, I could have beaten that level, but I have to get a move on, so that was Transylvania. We got to hear June Foray in one of her classic roles. Absolutely fantastic. But now it's time to go to the moon. We gotta do it, guys. I'm running out of time here a little bit. We gotta do the moon today. I've talked about the voice acting so much, I've alluded to the soundtrack a little bit. It's one of the best soundtracks on the original Nintendo is Ducktales, and from what I've heard so far, Vert did a great job updating the soundtrack for this remastered version. And I do believe you can unlock the original music. You can listen to this with the 8-bit soundtrack, because it's just that good. And speaking of just that good, the Moon music is the best song. Like, for me personally, it's probably the single best song from the 8-bit Nintendo. Like, I understand if not everyone agrees with that, but I think people who like video game music, I think they will, most of them will, with consensus, they will rank it as like the, probably their top 5 of like single songs from the original 8-bit Nintendo. Like there's the Mario theme and like Wily's Castle from Mega Man 2, Legend of Zelda, songs like these, of course. I'm sure some will rank them above the Moon. I understand that. It's a matter of taste, but to me, the Moon is something special. That's why I have to do this level as well today, so we can listen to the updated version of the Moon theme. Let's go, baby.
It's a long way to the moon, lads. But the green cheese of longevity will make it worth the trip.
That's right, we're finding cheese. I forgot about that. Yo, there's our other 2 heroes. Fenton and Gyro. Right, this level had Gizmo Duck in the original game. It was kind of weird like that. Let's see what happens as we land on the moon.
Gosh, Mr. McDuck! I've never been to the moon before!
What the?
Well, when it comes to space cadets, Fenton...
Is that the
you're a
space
natural.
gum that they used in...
Gyro, why in blazes are we chewing this awful blue muck?
Why, that's Oxy Chew,
Oh
Mr.
my
McDuck.
god!
It's my latest invention. Oxygen-flavored taffy.
This was from the...
5 good chews and you can breathe on the
From
lunar
this game?
surface without a space
They were
suit.
referenced in this
Oh,
game when
and
they
it
had that, because
tastes
this is in the
great,
2017
That, Gyro, is a
cartoon.
matter of opinion.
They have Oxy Chew.
Now, which way to the
I had
green
no
cheese?
idea. That just makes
What
that
do you mean?
show even
Isn't
more
it all
incredible.
around us?
Yeah? How do you figure?
Everybody knows the whole moon's made of green cheese. Well, that's what my dear mama said.
It should take a feather brain like you to believe her. Ugh, sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna... Wait, what's that?
Oh my god.
Look, here's someone who can give us directions. Hello?
Ah!
Mr. McDuck! Help!
Oh dear.
Oh no! We've got to save him!
Do we really?
We do if you want to find that treasure of yours, Mr. McDuck. Fenton was carrying the Gizmo Duck suit.
Damn!
That's the only thing we've got powerful enough to break into the moon vault.
All right, fine. Stay here and guard the supplies while I look for that bumbling bookkeeper.
Okay, now guys who have never heard this song before, a moment of silence.
Hey, watch it!
Aw, geez, you're gonna give me this invincibility right when we're listening to the best song? What I touted as the best song on... Okay, here we go again. Let's go there. One more go, guys.
How dare you! Why, that looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I guess this means I'm invited on board.
Guess we're going in there then. So I'm just checking the map. That's where we gotta go up there. All that stuff up there we gotta collect. Ayuhu, aliens. Whoa, that's a weird looking alien. So, like, just like I couldn't overstate June Foray's amazingness, I can't overstate the amazingness of this song. It's
Onward and upward.
It's so beautiful. It's so full of, like, joy exuberance.
Blast me bagpipes! A piece of Gizmo Duck's suit. Oh, if only I had a way to open this door.
How am I gonna do that, though? I'll have to figure it out on the way. Let's check upstairs. Oh, but I can't, because that's also blocked off. Oh, cool, we can jump on the light beam. They're not lethal? They're not. They're just beams of light we can stand on. Okay. Okay, so, like, this song, like... It has, like, you know, a song is supposed to convey feelings, and all the songs on this soundtrack convey, like, an atmosphere. Like I mentioned, the Amazon music, it's like this really, like, rocking, fun song. Like, really makes you feel like you're having a good time in the Amazon. The Amazon music. The Transylvania music is spooky because you're, you know, in a haunted mansion. It's really good stuff. Fenton!
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here! I think those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones!
Oh my goodness.
They'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo Duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a genius.
Gee, Mr. McDuck, do you mean it?
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Oops.
Warning. Damage report. Artificial gravity system is offline.
Fenton,
That's really
you're
bad.
A nincompoop. You broke the gravity controls.
Now all these
Not
mice
to
are
worry.
going nuts
I'll have
here.
it fixed in a jiffy. I got a level 3 certificate of technology from Happy Ducky University, you know.
Oh, no you don't. You'll probably slam into the self-destruct button too. I'll get us out of this.
So, cool. Now we get to swim. Hooray! Ah! Gotta tag all of these. There we go.
Gravity system
That wasn't
restored.
much of a challenge.
All systems normal.
Nice work, Mr. McDuck. Now, let's go get my Gizmo Duck suit.
Not so fast, Dunderhead. You go wait with Gyro. I'll find a Gizmo Duck suit myself.
Alright, I'll do it. I mean, really, if it went by show canon, he would just have to say blathering blatherskite and the pieces would fly to him and combine with him, but I guess we're not doing that. Like, in the original NES game, you had to find the remote for Gizmo Duck, which is super against canon. What the hell, remote for Gizmo Duck? He doesn't need a remote.
That's Gizmo Duck's helmet. Oh, if I didn't know better, I'd swear Fenton actually gets smarter when he wears this thing. Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad.
Oh, that's kind of nice
No,
from Scrooge.
Only 2 more parts to find, and we can break into that moon vault.
Let's do it. Just back to this song just one more time. I was talking about conveying like a feeling, an emotion, atmosphere. The sense of adventure, the sense of like going to space and it being an adventure to go to space is so strong in this song. It is beautiful. Like it really conveys to you that space is like an amazing adventure to get to. Like, okay, think of I think it's the second Futurama episode where Fry wants to go to the moon, and then like the twist is that in the future going to the moon is like nothing fancy, and like he's so like disappointed that no one cares about, and there's nothing fancy about going to the moon anymore. Well, this song is like that feeling that Fry has from the start of that episode, before he realizes how like overpopulated like the moon is and the magic is gone. Ow, those damage you? Damn. See if any of these weird aliens drop health. Nope, got bopped first. Okay. Like that's what I feel when I hear this song. Is like we're in space and it's like the most wonderful, like childlike fantasy of being in space. Like just, it's beautiful.
How dare you?
Man, these guys are rough. Not a fan of these techno ducks. Ah, I got bopped, and that was my last health too. No! Oh, I still had 1 health. Great. Let's try going the other way first. I'm not having so much trouble going that way. Oh, wait a second. No? I'm thinking maybe we can break these doohickeys with these. No, you can't. Man, these punchy cyborg ducks are giving me the chills. Health? Health? Please? No health. Okay, we'll just go up from here. Work it out as we go along. So, like, so it's not just that this is a great song, but the feeling it conveys is, like, magical to me. It's, like, how well it works is... Damn, I could have gotten up there from here. Okay, never mind. Life is strange and scary and full of stuff. I'm trying to remember what the lyrics are in the like they sing this in the 2017 version. That was the moment which made me happiest in like the 2017 cartoon. Go back to that for a second. Is spoilers here, but end of season 1, the very last episode, the end. It pans to the moon and a clip from this song plays, and I like almost like jumped out of my chair because I didn't think they'd remember, I didn't think the makers of the show would like reference everything that's Ducktales, including the NES game. So I was not ready at all for that song to play in an actual like proper like animation.
Gizmo Duck's wheel! I've always wondered what Gyro was thinking when he designed this thing. Who fights crime with a unicycle?
Good question.
One more part to find and I can get off this flying monstrosity.
I'll try to get to it. But I'm gonna have to go to that corridor that I was having so much trouble with. Unfortunate. Oh god, never mind. I couldn't even get past these electric traps, and that means we're right back here. Jeez, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to beat these levels, but it's not an easy game. Clearly, it's not. It is an actual proper like NES era platformer. Of course, there is an easy difficulty setting, as you may have noticed, but I had to insist on going by medium. Now let's go to. I didn't mean to do this today, but let's go to the Amazon just so we can hear the song there, because I really like it as well. Not as good as the Moon, because the Moon is perfection in audio format. But the Amazon's still fun, and I can talk about a couple more voice actors I meant to highlight here today. Let's go to the Amazon, why don't we?
Get Launchpad on the horn. I'm headed to the Amazon jungle to find the scepter of the Incan king.
Ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, the boss in this level is just like this weird Mayan statue. Or, okay, Incan, I guess, my apologies. It's not like really a thing. The boss of the Moon is also not like really a DuckTales character. It's just a... Well, I don't know if I want to spoil it, but...
Launchpad.
No problemo. Lift is one of my favorite principles of aerodynamics.
Oh great, we got to hear Launchpad.
Got your radio, Mr. McD?
Hey, of course I do.
Great, then I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Oh, I'd be happy if you just keep your eyes on the sky for once.
Oh, that was nice. We got to hear Terry McGovern as Launchpad.
I heard that.
Now then, ancient Incan legends claim the king's scepter was locked away in a giant temple of the clouds, and it should be dead ahead.
Gee, Mr. McD, I see a lot of clouds, but no temple.
You wouldn't, Launchpad. The legend says the temple was hidden away from all but King Manco Capquack himself. But there's bound to be a way to reveal it buried somewhere in this overgrown salad bowl, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
All right, let's get to work. Now let's hear if this is as fun as I remember this song. It's like, dude... Oh, it's so samba-y. That's fun. I love that face those gorillas make when you hit them. They're so shocked at being hit at that noise. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah! Oh, that's funny.
Launchpad, I found an ancient coin depicting a nightingale.
Ooh.
Neato. You haven't stumbled across a pizza joint down there, have you, Mr. McD? You're getting...
Man, this is a jamming song. I love it.
I'm not even going to dignify that question with a response.
See, this song's like emotion is like we're in the Amazon and it's a crazy good time party as we're hanging out in this jungle, despite all these man-eating plants and ow, ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow!
Cool. Well, I got to see that. That was fun. All right, don't jump on them. Just like Mario, you can't just jump on those guys. Oh, geez, a bee. My God. Can we bop this snake? Yes, we can. Snake is bopped. So, let's run through a couple while this jamming song plays. I don't really want to play through this level. I just want to... oh my god, look at the size of this level. Gosh. Just want to go through the last couple of voice actors to highlight here.
My arms are getting tired.
So, well, I guess I'll play for variety's sake. So the original voice of Gyro and Flintheart Glomgold also died, unfortunately, already in 1994. That was Mr. Hal Smith. He was on the Andy Griffith Show back in the day as the drunkard Otis, recurring character. Hilariously, apparently, Mr. Smith himself did not drink at all, so he was really... Sometimes the guy who, you know,
has an inscription of an eagle.
the teetotaler just does the funniest impression of like a real slovenly person, you know. Like when you're playing against your real life type, it can be really funny. And he did an absolute ton of, like, in the 60s and 70s of Hanna-Barbera, Disney, and Warner shows. Like, you find him in all of those cartoons doing bit parts. Like, he was super prolific. Maybe his notable role was, for very many years, he was the voice of Owl in Winnie the Pooh. Like, in all sorts of... Even in the 90s, in the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. You know, the one that's like, Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear. Oh, man. These are very Rescue Rangers-looking critters, these animals, by the way. Oh, man, I love Rescue Rangers. I hate to say this, even though we're playing Ducktales. I like Rescue Rangers more than Ducktales. That was just the thing I liked more as a kid. Dun, 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 dun. But this is Ducktales. I still love this Ducktales as well.
It'll help us find the treasure for sure.
It's just, you know...
Never doubt the well-honed...
Personally, I just happen to dig Rescue Rangers more. I remember more episodes from that. There's a quote from Rescue Rangers that no one probably knows what it is, but I keep just often saying it, is going, "Not this time." Which was this evil butler in one episode who, like, denies the Rescue Rangers, and he says it with that amazing, like, sliminess. "Not this time." I love it. Also, that's the Egg Collector episode. Also, the Egg Collector has this hilarious line where his eggs are hatching and he's like, "My babies!" Also a line that I really remember. I love Rescue Rangers. Anyway. So, yeah, and also, Mr. Smith also took over Winnie the Pooh for several years before Jim Cummings inherited the role. And also voiced Elmer Fudd for a while, some of these notable ones. So, really good guy. In this game, Gyro is voiced by Chris Edgerly, who we just heard there in the Moon level. He has been in tons of Simpson episodes from 2011 onwards. He's basically like he's not like any major character, but he's in like 100 episodes. He basically is doing like various bit parts again. But like big deal roles for him. Oh, was that the level? No, we can still listen to this jamming song. Okay, I'm so bad at this game, I'm not going to continue any further. We'll just listen to this jamming soundtrack. Hey, I got the Magica. I'm really happy about that. And I could have probably beaten her as well if I had more chances to practice her pattern. So I'm really happy with how I went through Transylvania there. But, okay, so Gyro. Yes, he's the voice of Sid from Final Fantasy VII whenever he appears in a voice role in, like, Kingdom Hearts and stuff. He, like, has that role, so that's pretty cool. Channel Connection in Tales of Symphonia. He was the voice of Kvar, Magnus, and Yuan. He was all of those Desian characters, voiced by one guy. That's kind of funny to me. And, most notably recently, in Apex Legends, he's the best character, Pathfinder. Hell yeah. guys who have seen my Titanfall 2 playthrough, or who just have gotten a feel for what kind of person I am, probably could have guessed that Pathfinder would be my favorite character in Apex Legends. It's not just the fact that he's like this funny robot, it's just, even if he was a human, he's got a grappling hook, so that's pretty cool. I definitely, if I played Apex Legends, I would be maining Pathfinder. Flintheart, by the way, who we did not see here, he is voiced by Brian George, who was a 90s TV personality. You'll find him in like X-Files and Seinfeld and all sorts of 90s shows, like you'll find his name there. More recently, he is in Big Bang Theory. I believe he is Raj is the Indian character, right? He's Raj's father in a regular role. He's been in a ton of Batman properties and other DC properties, doing random roles, really switching characters around. A couple of recent movies he's been, recent Batman, like, animated movies, he's been the voice of Alfred, so I guess he's slipping into that role, maybe. I have not watched Batman vs. Turtles yet, I should get on that. It's apparently a really good movie. He's in that as Alfred. And just what I found amusing, basically whenever Captain Barbossa appears in Pirates of the Caribbean stuff, and they can't hire Jeffrey Rush, they have Chris Edgerly... No, sorry, I went through Chris already. They hire Brian George to do the voice of Barbossa in like Kingdom Hearts and like some Pirates games. Like, that's kind of fun as well. Now, the original Fenton Gizmo Duck was voiced by a folk singer, called Hamilton Camp, who died, unfortunately, in 2005. He was a folk singer from, like, the 60s onwards. I don't really listen to folk, so I can't really comment on that. And just like Mr. McCann, just like Mr. Smith, he was in tons of 70s TV. Like, when TV actors, like, put on the years, I think they tend to, like, get into voice acting a lot. Or, like, actors in general, live-action actors. Like, most famously, I think currently Lance Henriksen does a ton of voice work after being a famous character actor in years past. So in similar trajectory, these 70s voice actors, I guess, kind of transitioned to voice acting in the 80s, which is why they show up in Ducktales. And no skin off their back. Like, I'm sure they were great on live television as well. It's just that I'm really not familiar with this content. But, thank you for being in the show, you fellas, and Godspeed to the whole lot of you. Rest in peace, all of you beautiful, beautiful people. So Gizmo Duck, Fenton in this game, is voiced by fantastic voice actor Eric Bauza. He started originally as a character designer, actually, for animations, but I guess he was doing funny voices in the middle, and they were just like, hey, Eric, you wanna do some voices? And Mr. Bauza has started a really big career lately. He actually has a connection to the 2017 Ducktales. He's the voice of all the Beagle Boys in that. Great in that role. And in other Disney roles, he is Jose Carioca and Scrooge in the Three Caballeros cartoon. Also a show I have not watched yet. I really should get on that. I love the Three Caballeros. Great characters. Now, apart from that, as far as I can tell, well, okay, first of all, we talked a lot about Looney Tunes as well. He is the modern voice of Marvin the Martian. So again, fantastic. He does a great work as Marvin in the new Looney Tunes show. Yes. I really dig Mr. Bauza. And the voice that I first, like, really paid attention to his name, like, okay, this is a guy, and I started noticing his work. He was Tiger Claw in the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was also Hun in that, the same show. Both of them are voiced by Mr. Bauza. But Tiger Claw is a fantastic piece of voice work from him. I really think he's good in that. And apparently Mr. Bauza just loves Ninja Turtles, cause in Batman vs. TMNT, he is Leonardo. So there you go. And in the new Turtles cartoon, Rise of TMNT, Mr. Bauza voices Splinter. So wow, the guy just loves Turtles media, and Turtles loves Mr. Bauza, I guess. Also have not watched that either. I really should get on these. There's so many shows coming up that I should be watching, isn't there? Just a couple more roles, because I'm really infatuated with Mr. Bauza at the moment. He is Mr. Negative in the Spider-Man game on the PS4. Really great work again. Mr. Negative is so cool in that game. I love that they brought Mr. Negative, because he he came into Spider-Man in a really bad time. He was the first villain introduced in Brand New Day, which never had a chance with fans. And, you know, and I'm not even saying that Brand New Day is that great, but it had the extra trouble of being right after One More Day. And Spider-Man fans were very leery about anything in the new continuum. So Mr. Negative kind of had everything against him, but I'm so glad that they brought Mr. Negative into the Spider-Man game, and then, like, now we got a chance to see that Mr. Negative is a cool villain, in my opinion. And Mr. Bowser really added to that. He is great in the role of Mr. Negative. Okay, that's about all the voice acting trivia we had today. So that's our celebration for New Year's, basically. Thank you guys for watching. I wanted to do this show again to pay homage to all these great voices, and to pay actually homage to Ducktales in general. Like, this is a kind of an end of an era thing, this game, you know? They came for one last hurrah with the original series to make this game. Way Forward made this game, and they brought all this original talent to just give you one last classic DuckTales story. And now we have the new series, which most people I've met who are old fans, it's a little divisive, actually. I love the new series, but I also know that a lot of people who this series is dear to the original DuckTales, is near and dear. Like, it hasn't really resonated with all of them, and I don't wanna cause any, you know, on any like discord here, like with you guys. You guys, even that sounds kind of combative. I'm sorry. It sucks that the new series couldn't be like what you guys what you folks wanted from this franchise. It's too bad that it couldn't meet your expectations. But the original series is an absolute classic, and no one will ever put down the original series. It has earned its place in our hearts and our memories. And this game is a lovely little final tribute, a final little playoff to the original cartoon, and you'll always have these to enjoy. Like, I would recommend you check out at least the 2017 cartoon personally, because the writing is so good. It is such a lovable show. Like, the people who I've talked to who are leery about it, the animation style is what off-puts them the most. And, like, sure, it's a very different style, and it's a very stylized. It's an interesting look, and it's a matter of taste, absolutely. But I would say, please look past that style and try to give it a shot, at least the show anyway, because I think you might be surprised by the writing. And if it's still not good to you guys, you know, good that you gave it a try. And there'll be other shows, obviously, for your perusal. Like, too bad it wasn't exactly. Too bad it wasn't like what you hoped for. I hope you can still enjoy the original series despite the current iteration of it. Like, I hope you can still find joy in this game and the series and anything else related to it. Okay, well, with that, I think it's time we close off 2019, end it for today. But one thing I'd like to do to cap this off, guys. So, you heard me singing it in the English. You guys want to hear me do the theme song one more time, this time in the Finnish dub, like do the Finnish lyrics? You guys just want to end tonight off with something so silly? I want to do it, so let's see if we go back to the title. Yeah, baby, let's... Oh, I need to actually, hold on, this is coming too soon, hold on. Whoa. Let's, I was super unready here, cause, okay, let's all breathe in. So here we go. This will, like the DuckTales in particular has a very big place in Finnish cartoon history. Like, a lot of people remember this fondly. And for some reason, in YouTube poops, in Finnish YouTube poops, the DuckTales always shows up. It's just such good fodder for YouTube poops. I've had huge laughs sometimes on YouTube when looking up DuckTales stuff in Finnish. Ankronikka in Finnish, the series is called. which is a portmanteau of Anka, Duck, and Kronika, which is Chronicle. So it's Duck Chronicle, which is a super cool name, I think. Okay, so, and of course they dubbed it in Finnish. That's fantastic. There's a lot of dubs. You can find all sorts of language versions of the DuckTales theme. It's been spread all over the world. There's a lot of great ones. But the one that's dear to me, of course, is the Finnish one. So let me just catch my breath here a little bit, and I will serenade you guys off for 2019. Whew. Here we go. Vauhtimesta hurjin on Ankka linna. Aina täynnä säpinää on Ankka linna. Arvoitus raukee ja ansat laukee, Ankat! Wow! Uutta juonta aina sahaa, Ankat! Wow! Joskus hyvää, joskus pahaa, Ankat! Kuvara väijyy takanasi, muukalainen kannoillasi. Mitä teet sen kaiken kertoo, Ankat? Woohoo! Uutta juonta aina sahaa, Ankat! Wow! Joskus hyvää, joskus pahaa, Ankat! Wow! Ei säsket eikä hyttyset, vaan Ankat! Wow! Alright, hyvää uutta vuotta! Happy New Year's everybody! Stay safe! Bye bye!